YouTube stacking community, the Stacking Nerd here today with a video responding to frequently asked questions and comments about the Daily Deals series. Wherever you're watching this from and whenever you're watching this, I hope that you're having a great day. So guys, about 5 months ago, I started a series called the Daily Deals. I was shopping for myself and I just came across a bunch of items that were on sale. I made a little video. I got a very positive result and you guys really asked me to do more, so here we are 5 months later and I feel that the series has grown in popularity and it's just time to answer some of the questions and share the process with you guys. So the most common question that I get personally is, how do I find the deals? And I don't want to sound pretentious or rude, but I just literally go out and look for them. I don't have any bots that crawl the websites or any kind of inside access to find out what items are on sale. I just have the dealers that I feature, and I'll get into who I feature and why I feature them in just a minute. But I have their deals page saved, their eBay stores, I have them saved as my under my favorite sellers. I follow them on social media and I'm signed up for their newsletters to help me find the best or find the deals that they want to advertise. But what is a daily deal item? And the best definition I can come up with is a bullion item, silver, gold, platinum, that is on sale at a discounted premium over spot than what it normally is. And that could be anything. It can be something from these generic rounds and bars up to premium items like the Scottsdale Mint 20-ounce long cast bar, Queen's Beast series items, Pamp Suisse bars. It can be things like constitutional junk silver, whatever you like to call it. Gold, 1-ounce gold coins down to 10th-ounce gold coins. Tubes of government issued bullion like American Silver Eagles, all the way down to these little IGR gram bars, which I see a lot lately, and even things like this Space Invaders coin, which you guys seem to freak out every time I say this item is on sale for just $40 over spot. But when it first came out, I paid way more than that for this particular item, and it is kind of on sale. It's a collector item, but that's as far as I go when it comes to collector items. I do not feature graded coins just because I don't know enough to really say if this is or is not a deal. And all of these items are on sale by reputable bullion dealers. And what I mean by a reputable bullion dealer is someone that I have personally vetted. I have made several purchases from every dealer that I feature. If it's on eBay, I have gone through their feedback history. I look for a pattern of negative comments. If like there's a common problem that they seem to have. I also check their Better Business Bureau pages. I check with other silver stacking communities. And once I'm satisfied that this company is on the up and up, I start sharing them on my Daily Deals channel. I go through all that because at the time of this video, I have absolutely no affiliation with any dealer that I've ever featured. I don't think that that's something that's ever really going to happen. So if you had a bad experience or something like that happens, I can't reach out and say, hey, one of my subscribers had a problem. They're just going to be like, who the hell are you? But that's how I go through it. There are some bullion dealers that I do not feature, and the reason why they are not featured is because they have a pattern of bad business, either baiting and switching or offering items for sale and then canceling the orders and not returning people's money for weeks or months on end. So I just try to avoid that for everyone. And also, I do not usually feature individual sellers on eBay. My goal with the Daily Deals is to be as friendly as possible to all types of collectors and stackers, people who are very experienced or people who are making their first bullion purchase and want to make or save money on their item. And even though we are protected by eBay's buyer policy and PayPal's buyer policy, you have a limited amount of time to determine if an item is in fact genuine. And if you guys watch several of the other videos on here on YouTube by this community, people have been showing off some amazing fakes that I'm not sure that a new stacker might be able to identify, and I'd hate to see somebody get something in their stack. And even with that negative stuff to the side, is usually it's just a limited amount of items that they have anyway, so they're usually gone by the time I am able to post the video. Some bullion dealers get featured more than others, and the reason for that is they just have more sales. Like AntMax Bullion Exchanges, Bay Precious Metals, and I want to say Pinehurst Coins. They're some of my more popular. They just have more deals available, and I feature several others from time to time. People say, well, why don't you feature the smaller companies like Jaeger's Poured Silver, MK Bars, or some of the other poured silver or poured art bar communities. And I do, and I have. They just don't have very many sales for me to share with you, or they have a coupon code and I will tell you where to go and watch the video because they may have a deal with another YouTuber, and I'm not going to steal that coupon code for my channel. I will tell you to go watch their video, mostly because the video is pretty daggum awesome. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the difference between the Bullion Dealer's website versus eBay, because you guys see more eBay deals, and I'm going to explain to you why that is. Typically with a Bullion Dealer's website, the first difference you're going to notice, and I'm quoting the check and wire pricing, and that is because that's the best way to save money off the premium. If you are frequently buying from a certain bullion dealer or many different bullion dealers, I highly recommend that you do look into their eCheck program. Each dealer has different policies on how to start that program based off account history or order history. But that's really my recommendation. Even if you are still wanting to pay with credit or debit, you'll still be getting a deal off normally. I look for that, but most of the bullion dealer websites, that's how I do it. And usually when I have a deal on a bullion dealer's website, they typically run those deals for about a week. So I may find them on Monday or Tuesday, and they'll be good for most of the week. So that's why I only feature the bullion dealer's website, or they aren't represented as much as I do with eBay. When it comes to eBay, most bullion dealers that are really active have daily deals that change, so that's why we see more items. And with eBay, you can take advantage of your cashback credit card, and most of these are all free shipping. I usually don't come across anything that is not free shipping. And let me just kind of hop off tangent really quick and talk about buying with a credit card. While there is an advantage to using a cashback credit card, I personally use the Chase Freedom card. I treat that like a debit card. I don't make any purchase that I cannot pay off by the end of the month. I basically will have the cash in the bank, and then I will turn around and pay it like that. If you do choose to do that, I just really want to reiterate, please don't carry a balance on bullion purchases. Even though you may be buying it on sale or when you think that spot price is really low, but you're carrying over that balance and you're paying the interest on it, you might as well have not bought it on sale or bought it at a lower premium. I promise you, as somebody who's had to save and buy things like this American Gold Eagle, patience pays off, and the right time will come and you'll be able to buy your item. But I just have a problem with debt in general and people getting into debt, and I don't want my mention of using a credit card to bring your premiums down to encourage somebody to get into debt. Okay, so now that I'm off of that, with eBay, I do want to also disclose to you guys that I use the affiliate link program. That means that I get a percentage of the seller's fees to eBay if you buy from the link that's in the description below. Now, you don't have to do that. It's perfectly fine if you do or don't. And that's only on specific items like 1 ounce gold coins or anything over $1,000 basically. I usually don't get the seller fees on that anyway. and that's not really a big deal. But as you know, that my channel is not monetized. I have not yet met the view hours to be monetized, and even if I was monetized, Daily Deals will not be monetized because it is meant to be a quick, short and sweet introduction to everything that is on sale today. And if I added a video to the, or added an ad to the front, that would be, to me personally, I just find that so irritating, and I just treat you guys how I want to be treated. So that's the answer to that. I just recoup a little bit of the costs on what it takes to run this YouTube channel and improve on the YouTube channel. Whenever I do get my monthly eBay money, it's very little. It's almost not enough to buy an ounce of silver. It just goes right back into the channel. So that's kind of there out of the way. Now I'm going to talk about why the daily deals aren't always daily. And now I'm going to cut to a studio tour of what the daily deals are like. Okay guys, so I just finished my daily deals video for today. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my little studio here. This is a portable sound booth that I made out of a canvas drawer, and it's lined with soundproofing foam. And on the inside I have a Yeti Blue microphone. Those of you who've been with me for a while know that I have struggled with sound quality, and you can hear how bad the echo is in this office. And also this air conditioner duct is pretty loud, and behind me is about 750,000 square feet of manufacturing space, which is pretty loud. Hey nerd! Oh my goodness. I saw you copying and pasting off Stack Overflow. Where did you come from? And how did you get here? So you guys now kind of see what it's like for me. So right at 12 noon, I start the daily deals. So that means I am researching my deals. I also tweet the deals in case, you know, I'm not able to make the video because, welcome to IT, shit happens, pardon my language, but sometimes I don't always get to have a lunch. That just is what it is. I'm not really complaining or anything. I'm just, that happens. Sometimes, you know, with the daily deals, it's a very structured thing at this point because I've been doing it for 5 months, so I have it down pat. So right at 12 noon, I'm looking for the deals. I tweet the deals. I go through, verify everything that I need to verify. I film it, I upload it, or I do a little bit of editing to it, not very much. I make my thumbnail, I upload it, and it is out. And I try to do all of that within an hour while I'm trying to capture as many deals that I possibly can. Lately, this is kind of a newer development, is that I will have a deal at noon that comes out. Usually this happens on AntMax's website. They will have a 1 ounce gold coin. I've noticed it more with Maples, but they'll have an item up, and by the time I have filmed the video, it'll be gone. It'll be sold out. And I'm very sorry that that happens. I really have no control over it. I'm just like, oh snap, this is like a 1 ounce gold coin for $9 over spot or $6 over spot. You know, I definitely want to feature this because definitely that would be something if I was buying a 1 ounce gold coin. That's why that happens. Another reason, let me kind of go back, is why they're not always daily is that, you know, like I said, I might be working through lunch, I'm off that day. Sometimes you just kind of have to get out of the building, or you're going out to lunch with your friends or your coworkers, or many reasons. But I mean, it's not that I don't want to do the series, it's just there's other things that I have to do, and I don't mean to skip uploads. So I feel like that's pretty much it. Let me explain to you what the daily deals are not intended to be. And the one thing that the daily deals are not intended to be is a catch-all for everything that's on sale. I just don't think that with the time constraints that I have, I just don't think it's possible for me to find every single deal that is out there. I try to get a good cross-section. I try to check the regular places that we do find deals, and you know, I pull up my calculator, I calculate, you know, what everything is over spot, even though the dealers kind of have that little thing that says, oh, you know, a lot of 1 ounce Morgan rounds 25 cents per ounce over spot. I promise you I'm checking that. Most of the times they're right, but sometimes, you know, they've rounded down where I round up. So I go through that. The daily deals just also aren't meant to be something that, if you're patient, you're gonna find the item. Maybe if you want it, if it's like a common item like an American Gold Eagle or something that's popular like the Queen's Beasts. But in general, it's just what's on sale, and if you have your heart set on a specific item, I just highly recommend that you do the research yourself, because you just may not find it on my series for months. I may not ever find it, or just may not go on sale. Another thing is that I get a lot of emails, and I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but a lot of people will be like, hey nerd, can you find this item for me? What's the cheapest for this item? Or what's the cheapest for this item? And I'm starting to get so many of those that I just can't keep up. And I don't mean to be rude, but it's just something I don't have time to try to answer. And like the last thing that's not meant to be is for whenever eBay bucks, like you have eBay buck coupons, or you're getting like 15% eBay bucks. I do use the eBay bucks program, but it's not something that I'm knowledgeable enough to share with you. There are some other members of the silver community that are amazing. One of those being Mr. Vegeta, who will calculate everything for you and share that with you. He knows way more about it than I do, and I will leave a link to his channel down below. And that's pretty much it. And I didn't mean to go into like a really negative, you know, oh, you know, this is what it's not meant to be. I just don't want people to think that, I don't know. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. I just really wanted to answer those questions. And it's not that I probably just don't answer those emails anymore, because I just literally am running out of time to do those videos. I just have an hour and then it's back to work. But I appreciate you guys watching. I love all your support. And, you know, with the daily deals, don't feel like you have to buy anything. All great stacks are built over time. Even if you're silver slacker, that amazing stack was built over time as well. But I just don't mean to make you feel like you have to buy anything. Obviously, I see these deals and it affects me. I always get really excited when I see a PAMP 1 ounce gold Lady Fortuna. Here we go. There's my silver one. I love that. That's one of my dream items. I try to keep myself on the budget range, else you would be seeing a 100 ounce RMC bar, a couple of 100 gram PAMP cast bars, and a lot of other stuff. I just really remind you, don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses. Don't buy on credit, and just really just stick to your guns, and your stock will grow, and you will find the items that you want, save, and just make that happen. But that's pretty much it about the daily deals. Sorry that this video just kind of went really long. I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts, and I very much enjoy doing the daily deals. It's a really nice distraction from my work day to hop back into my YouTube world, where I enjoy it. I love reading your comments. I love sharing that with you. And when you guys are like, oh, well, I just bought 4 of these, you guys intimidate this not out. I was like, oh my gosh, I just got one. But I love sharing that with you guys. I hope that you guys find the Daily Deals series really helpful, that it helps you save money and not spend more money like it does to me. But either way, I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of the day and a prosperous week. I will talk to you later.